Wednesday evening, friends and neighbors. Welcome back to the Flying Purple Baseball Beaters. Welcome to the 1999 opening day game, but it's not in Colorado, and it's not in San Diego. I had a little bit of time before we got into today's stream. I went on to the Out of the Park forums, and I went and downloaded Nielsen CP's mod for Estadio de Baseball Monterrey, which is where our game tonight is going to be from. So not even Ken Caminiti is back in San Diego. Actually, never mind. He never played in San Diego in this save. He went from Houston straight through to Cincinnati. So that's where our game is going to be. EVC with the raid in the nick of time. Hello, friends and neighbors. Or should I say, buenas noches. The 1999 baseball season is starting in Estadio de Baseball Monterrey, Mexico. The Padres are considered the home team. And I forgot I turned off game sound for the Canada Day Classic. Scusa me. There we go. And let's turn down the... Actually, that looks pretty good. So, Carlos Guillen getting the first at-bat of the 1999 season against Francisco Cordova. This mod brought to you by Nielsen CP, available on the Out of the Park forums. Diving catch by Oscar Robles to start off the game, robbing Carlos Guillen of a single. Not sure what the park factors are here. So far, pair of highlight reel catches. Jay Payton and Oscar Robles keeping the Rockies off the base path so far in defense of Cordova. That one's not going to get caught. Ken Griffey Jr. starting off the season, batting 1,000 and slugging 3. It's a 2-out triple for Ken Griffey Jr., last season's MVP. And EVC has resubscribed. Thank you so much. You still need to talk to me about your next, or your original 2 uniforms. And now you've got a third coming your way. Could be for any of your theme teams. So hit me up on the Discord once the game is done, and we will get to talking. I got a pester Dishnet too. Diz05, thank you for the follow. Larry Walker, 3-1 count. Line to left field. That's going to hang up long enough for Garcia. Julian Tavares getting the start here against Oscar Robles. Why am I not in control of my team? Thank you. Tavares, a ground ball pitcher. Line to center. Bernie has it pretty much at his hip. Kevin Stalker, the shortstop. 2-0 count from Tavares. Up the middle, going to be a tough play through DiSarcina. And into center field. Torrey Hunter. Defensive stud. Remember, since 1992, when I started this save, it's an alternate history. Maxudian will try to gun down the runner. Stalker picks up the stolen base. 1-1 on the way to Torrey. On the ground, booted by Caminiti. First error of the season. That'll bring up Chris Sabo. On the ground, Guillen deep in the hole. Long throw, not in time. Bases full of Padres for Jay Payton. Hoping for some weak contact here. Back to the pitcher. Goes home for 1. No double play, but the runner does not score. 1-2 the putout. Sean Hearn. 1-2 on the way. On the ground, Lee picks it up himself, flips to Tavares, and we dance between the raindrops. Sun has fallen here in Monterey. Bernie Williams through the left side with a base hit. Gary DiSarcina had himself an incredible playoff last season, has won the starting second base job away from Steve Martin. Here's new acquisition. Ken Caminiti signed during the offseason to a one-year, $1.3 million deal after about 6 years in Cincinnati. Had a very good spring training and gets his first hit as a Colorado Rocky right into right field. Julian Tavares batting in the 8th spot here, interestingly enough. One the count. Bunted up the first base line. That's a good bunt. And that means with runners at second and third, Mike Maxudian with a chance to give the Rockies their first runs of the season. That's going to be a little doink shot into center field. Caminiti holds at third. Maxudian picks up the RBI single. Here's Guillen now. Last season's batting champion will ground out to Sabo. Rockies with an early lead. Charlie Hayes up next. 3-1 the count here from Julian Tavares. Bernie will pick that one up. This game powered by a 62-year-old bottle of Crown Royal rye whiskey that my parents had lying around in their basement. That'll be a 1-out triple for Garcia. Omar Garcia is aboard. Corners are in to guard the sac bunt against Francisco Cordova.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. 2 out now for Oscar Robles. 1-0 on the way. Through the right side base hit. This game is tied. That will bring up Kevin Stalker. Lee gets this one. Inning over. Through 2, it's knotted at ones. Heart of the order, Lee, Griffey, Walker coming up now. Shallow fly ball. Going to be trouble. Good run in by Torrey Hunter to make the grab. Griffey already has a triple on the night. Line shot to right. There's a single. Hearn's got some defense behind the plate. We may not see Griffey run here. Walker. Fly ball to center. 2 away. Bernie Williams now. It's going to be a wild pitch. Skittering away from Hearn. Griffey advances to second on the play. 2-2 in the way to Bernie. On the ground, sharply hit to second. Not in time, the play. Robles noodle arms it. Now there's runners at the corners for DiSarcina. Shallow fly ball to right. Base hit. Gary D with an RBI.
Safe.
And Williams scoots into third. Runners at the corner. Still 2 down for Caminiti. 2-2 on the way from Cordova. Shallow fly ball to left. Going to be trouble. Garcia makes the grab. Rockies retake the lead. It's 2-1. Torrey Hunter will ground out to Caminiti. There's the cannon we expect. 1-2 to Chris Sabo. Shallow fly ball. Bernie charging makes the grab. Peyton now, the 1-2 from Tavares. Right back through the box, base hit. 2-out single for Jay Peyton. That'll bring up Sean Hearn. 1-2 on the way from Tavares.
Strike 3.
Good pitch. Fastball at 93. Tavares reaching back for something a little extra there. Starting things off here against Cordova. Fly ball to center. Middle distance. Hunter makes the grab. Remember, this is the National League before the 2020 lockout. Or shutdown. We have no designated hitter. Cordova wants nothing to do with Guillen. We'll walk him on 4. Lee waiting on a pitch. Guillen had too much of a jump there. 2-0 on the way. Fly ball to left. That's going to go right into Garcia's glove. Man, he's been a nuisance today. Through 3.5. Rockies lead 3-1.
Strike 3.
Tavares starting to find a groove here. 3 strikeouts so far on the day. Omar Garcia hit a triple in his last at-bat. Missed at-bat. Garcia. DiSarcina. Wow! Let's take a look at the Super Stats replay on that one. That looked tough. Look at where Gary D is. Oh, okay. It looked like he was behind the bag originally. 2 outs now for Francisco Cordova, the pitcher.
Strike 3.
Good night. Griffey now. Line drive to left field. Garcia was playing back. Makes the grab. Larry Walker was rumored to be traded this offseason. Here he is going to beat out an infield single, though. Some old man speed from Larry Walker. Bernie, shallow fly ball to left. Garcia's there. Yeah, out of the park 24, the Super Stats replays are really keen. I'm quite fond of them. DiSarcina going to lace this one into the corner. That's going to be a tough play for the right fielder, Peyton. Larry Walker holds at third. Caminiti now with his first RBI chance as a Rocky. They're going to put him aboard to deal with Julian Tavares. 0-1 on the way. Come on, Julian. On the ground, right to the first baseman, Sabo. Feh. Interesting opposing shift there for Oscar Robles. Bottom of the 5th here. Tavares still out, having ended the last inning. Guillen is automatic over there at shortstop. Here's Stalker now. Full count on the way. Credit where credit is due. Tavares has gotten the count full a few times. Has not allowed a walk. Lee with some excellent defending there to end the bottom of the 5th. Maxudi and Guillen Lee here, top of the 6th. Max will ground out to Robles. 78 pitches through 5 innings for Tavares. We may see him for another inning yet. Guillen, slow roller up the middle. No play. Carlos Guillen is too damn fast. Travis Lee, inside out single. That's going to fall. Runners at first and second for you know who. First strikeout of the game for Cordova. Or sorry, third strikeout of the game for Cordova. Timely point. Ken Griffey Jr., first K of the season. Walker will ground out to first. 11 hits, only 2 runs. Typical. Sabo, drill to center field. Bernie will just wait for it to carry to him. Peyton now. On the ground, Guillen. Nobody else makes that play. Yeah, buddy. He is so good. Sean Hearn, the catcher now. 1-2 from Tavares. Line shot to center field. Base hit. Tying run is at second base. Let's see, let's get Pavlovich up. Pitch around Hayes, we've got room. That's going to be a tough play for Griffey. Throw home will be not in time. This game is tied. As usual, we leave our guy in one pitch too long. Griffey collects the next pitch. Padres 2, Rockies 2. Cordova out there for a 7th inning of work, potentially. Bernie Williams gets his 3rd hit of the day. Three-one count to DiSarcina. That will be a double play.
Yeah.
Let's get Dickey loose instead, or in addition. Come on, Ken. Ken Caminiti to deep center field, over the head of Torrey Hunter. Ken's thinking 3, he's gonna get in there. No, he's thrown out. Ah. Tony Pavlovich enters the game. They'll deal with pitcher spot, Robles, and Stalker. Fly ball to left. Walker collects one down. Oh, one on the way to Robles. On the ground, DiSarcina collects 2 away. Kevin Stalker, the 1-2.
Strike
Called
3.
strike 3. Good inning of work there by Pavlovich. Mike Colangelo. I should nickname him Ninja Turtle. I really should. Pinch hitting here in the top of the 8th. Scorched into right field. Base hit. Blake Stein getting loose, just in case the Rockies take the lead. One on the way to Maxudian. Back to the first baseman. That's a 3-6-3 double play. All right, let's sit Stein down. We'll go to Dickey for the bottom of the 8th. Now entering the game for... Yeah, that's our RISP right now. Bernie's got 3. Griffey's got 2. DiSarcina and Caminiti each have 2. Team left on base, 11. That's our Rockies. Let's see that knuckleball fly here in Monterey. Into the right field corner, leadoff single for Torrey Hunter. 2-1 on the way from Dickey. Fly ball to right. Griffey hauls that one in. 1 away. Jay Payton. Runner goes, not in time. Torrey Hunter stolen base. Fly ball into foul territory. Lee picks it up. 2 down now for Sean Hearn. 1-2 on the way.
Strike 3.
Knuckle curve gets the job done. We may see Dickey for a second inning of work. Teddy Rosen, 8 innings of 1-run ball by 2-run ball by Francisco Cordova. Fantastic effort. Travis Lee, scorched to left. Garcia makes the grab. Ken Griffey, 2-2 count.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3 on the outer half. Larry Walker now. He's aboard with a walk. How appropriate. Bernie Williams, scorched to the gap, base hit. Runners at the corners now for Gary DiSarcina. 15 hits by the Rockies. Back up the middle, going to be a tough play. In time, Stalker makes the grab and the out. Dickey's going to let that knuckleball flutter for another inning. We may be headed to extra baseball here in Monterey. Jason Hardkey, the pinch hitter here. Charles Wardbot, thank you so much for the follow, or for the raid in. Kevin Higgins, backup catcher. Come on, R.A. Square to bunt. That didn't work. And he walked him. Knuckleball wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. Oh, 1 on the way to Robles. Lined right back to Lee. Double play unassisted to get out of the inning. Travis bleeping Lee. You'll love to see it. Russ Ortiz getting loose in the bullpen. It'll be Caminiti pitcher spot Maxudian. Ken Caminiti into the left field corner. Second double of the game. Ken's not exactly the speediest, but who is Steve Martin. So we are going to be pinch running here. And pinch hitting. R.A. Dickey, have a seat. Emil Brown, welcome to the game. And they'll put him on. 2 fastest runners on my team, and you decide to put them on. Almost a wild pitch. Runners at second and third for Maxudian. All right, that one's down the middle. Come on, Max, put it in play. Fly ball, left field. Garcia has it lined up. No play at the plate. Martin comes in safe. Rockies have the lead. Derek O'Coin now getting loose. to protect it. Guillen with a chance to add on some more.
Strike three.
Called strike 3 from Rose. Travis Lee ended the bottom of the 9th.
Strike 3.
And will strike out. Steve Martin checks into the game and will play third base. Derek O'Coin, the new pitcher, newly acquired during the offseason. He'll face Stalker, Hunter, and Sabo. 2-2 on the way from the new Rockies closer. Into foul territory. That looks like it's going to be a tough play. Lee makes the grab. Weird carom there, but Travis Lee was able to pick it up. Torrey Hunter, the 1-2 on the way from O'Coin. Got him. Fork ball. Chris Sabo now. First pitch swinging. Shallow fly ball. Guillen into left field in front of Walker, makes the grab. The Padres fail to win their quasi-home opener, and the Rockies win 3-2 in 10 innings. Good stuff. That's the good stuff right there. So let's get settled in. We're going to advance to our home opener. Liking what a lot of the lineup's doing. Mad Max with a couple RBIs. In the 9 spot, no less. So, I mean, we do have a new manager in Mike Eden. Kenny Kuhn, if you remember, retired, so Eden is our new dude. We promoted from within. Looks like home opener will be against San Diego in a week's time. Ah, dang. We tried to get Joe Vitko, didn't work. Cleveland picked him up. Let's take a look at some of these scouting reports. Willingham's in this year's draft. Fabian Lopez would basically just be defensive backup option. Joel Peralta's a nothing guy. Grady Sizemore. If he falls to us, that'd be nice. The mock draft says we're taking Kubel. Cervenak is a shortstop miscast as a third baseman. And that bat at shortstop is worth it. Of course I had to check in on Edwin Encarnacion. There's no way we're getting him, but I had to check in on him at least. Let's see, anyone else interesting on the waiver wire? Speak is an interesting option. I'm not sure he's better than the guys we got in the pen right now. Christensen as a lefty. Yeah, we're going to place a claim in on Jason Christensen. So the deal we almost made was Larry Walker to the Kansas City Royals, who we beat last year in the World Series, for Kevin Apier, along with Sean Bryant. Or, sorry, it would be Walker and Bryant for Apier. I mean, nice, but this team is not built to win by pitching. This team is built to knock your absolute stockings off. Okay, Jason Christensen. Welcome to the team. Who's got options on our club? Stein, Ortiz, Pavlovich we can't because he is a Rule 5 pick. I guess Dickey? Yeah, I think it's going to be R.A. Dickey. Let's demote him down. Christensen, finally, we have another lefty in the bullpen. Yay! Tim Davis, your long march is finally over. And adding a prankster should help team chemistry. Oh, he's also a leader type, too. Alright, so won our opening series. We got 4 in a row against LA. Ugh. One, two. Are we going to split the series or are we going to get the win? We split the series. Hey, I'll take it. So, store brand ace Paul Wilson at home against the San Diego Padres. So this is going to be a bit of a mirror match, but let's see what happens. Randy Choate will start. Jason Phillips behind the plate. Steve Martin at second base. It's good to be back. Rondell White getting the start. Paul Wilson, of course, injured last season did not play in the postseason. So for store brand ace, it's very much a welcome back. Okay, Bernie misplays that one. Nice. Oscar Robles. 1 out double. Two on the way from Paul Wilson. Fly ball to deep center field. That one's up against the wall. Padres will take the 1-0 lead here. Loud double by Torrey Hunter. What happened to pitch around? 2-2 on the way to Jay Payton. That's on the ground. Caminiti from deep in the hole. Good play. Sabo through the right side, base hit. Griffey up throwing. Will be late. Padres taking a 2-0 lead here. There's our store brand ace. Come on, Bernie. Let's get this party started. Choate, of course, had a very abbreviated first start of the season. Carlos Guillen, high and deep to center field, way back and way gone. To the deepest part of the park. 465 feet. Travis Lee batting cleanup. Swing and a miss. Caminiti now, 1-2. Fly ball to deep center. That's going to be caught by Hunter. Dang, that looked good. Still, only 2-1.
Strike 3.
Wilson reaching back for a little extra. 95 on the radar gun. I mean, yes, the 35 movement is an issue, but trust me, the PBAPIP is good. And that's why Paul Wilson is still on this club. With the introduction of PBAPIP, I honestly think that's the way to play at Coors. You have to get the high PBAPIP guys.
Strike 3.
Having stuff helps. Larry Walker's going to put a charge in this one. That's hitting the gap. Not quite the Blake Street Bombers, but Walker is still an important part of this team. Steve Martin, the speedster. Swings and misses. Choate gets the strikeout. Phillips down with a K. Randy. Wow. 12-7 last year. He walks the pitcher. Here's Bernie Williams. He walks Bernie. And here comes Carlos.
Yeah!
That's what, 3 straight walks to tie the game at 2s? Come on, Ken. That's gonna get caught. Hey, tie game though. I'll take it. By the way, in case you missed it over the weekend because you had holiday plans, go check out Laptop Hound's channel. Let me see if I can properly do a shout out here. Because Laptop Hound and I did our Canada Day Classic, I won in 6 games. Thank you, thank you. And I think we're going to be chatting with some other Canadian out-of-the-park affiliates like Nersha and Cavacom, Crazy Canuck, to see if we can't make it a more of a round-robin tournament. The Toronto Tips will be my club, if that's the case. Because Tip O'Neill is my homeboy. And also, absolutely a sleeper pick at 4th in the draft. 1-1 on the way from Choate. Up the middle, base hit. Travis Lee's aboard. Caminiti. Well, we wanted some extra pop from 3rd. Ken has definitely provided that in the early going. Runners at 2nd and 1st. None out for Larry Walker. Through the right side, base hit. Might be a play at the plate. Lee's coming in. He's safe. Larry Walker puts the Rockies ahead. Steve Martin now. Fly ball to center field. Hunter's there. Caminiti will score on the sacrifice fly. Jason Phillips, the catcher, was a strikeout victim last time. This time, right to Hunter. Wilson now, 1-2 on the way.
Strike 3.
So, Choate at least actually is able to get through the 3rd this time. You know, minor improvement.
Strike 3.
Full count to Chris Sabo here, 1 out in the top of the 4th. First walk of the game issued by Paul Wilson. Sabo's not exactly a threat to steal, so we're not going to hold the runner. Full count for here. Outside again. Quick chat on the mound. Give my boy some chance to reset. 0-1 on the way to Charlie Hayes. That should be a double play. Well executed. Guillen to Martin to Lee. Anyways, the video on demand of the Canada Day Classic is still up on Laptop Hound's channel. Feel free to tune in, check it out, learn more about Canadian baseball history. Guillen cannot be stopped. Carlos G. Carlos G. Wiz. So glad we extended him long term. Slow roller to 2nd. Robles makes the grab. Deanne advances to third. Lee with an RBI chance here. Back up to the pitcher, Choate. He makes the grab. Rockies stake to a 4-2 lead through 4 innings. At least we're able to convert a little bit better on our hits so far today. Unfortunately, so are the Padres. Corners are in to guard the bunt. Back towards the pitcher. They'll go for the sacrifice. Rondell White now. Fly ball to right. Griffey lines up for the throw. It's a good throw, but it will not be in time. Rockies now only lead 4-3. Oscar Robles aboard. Torrey Hunter, 1-0 on the way. Diving catch by Steve Martin. Ending the top of the fifth. Try and get one more inning out of Stein because the bullpen's a little tuckered. And they don't really have a lefty block for Tim Davis to chow down on. Ken Caminiti, another single. Yeah, I think that was a good one-year signing. I think it was. But that's the way this team is. Also prone to the occasional double play. Martin works another walk. Let's get some havoc on the base paths. Or not. 1-2 on the way to Jason Phillips. Slow roller to second. They'll get the play at the Keystone. Two-one on the way to Jay Payton. Line into left. That's falling in no man's land. Larry Walker collects. Lead-off single. Uh-oh. Darren Dreifert getting loose in the Rockies bullpen. 3-1 count here to Chris Sabo. Sean Hearn. 0-1 on the way. Drill to right field, and the Rockies have given up the lead. Paul Wilson unable to get out of the fifth inning. Darren Dreifert coming in to do some mop-up work.
Strike three.
First out of the inning is a strikeout.
Strike three.
Good inning there by Dreifert. Bad inning there by Wilson. Yeah, we need Dreifert to go multiple innings, so swing away there, Darren. Tiny little bonk. Tiny bonk.
Strike three.
Choate with a good inning. Bunted up the first base line. Lee collects it. Good attempt there by Rondell White to get aboard, but only an attempt. Lee unassisted for the second out of the top of the seventh. Torrey Hunter, 2-2 count from Dreifert. Got him. Dryford, one of those pitchers like Blake Stein, who we acquired with the intent or express purpose of being a bullpen ace. Like, there's very similar pitchers. Fastball, curveball, changeup combo. Or in this case, Dryford, fastball, slider. All 55 plus, 70 stuff, bleh, movement and control. Exactly the kind of guys I want to stock my bullpen with. Luis Silva entering the game. Gives up a leadoff double to Ken Griffey Jr. We're never out of it with this lineup. CC Sabathia into the game. 18-year-old rookie. Wow, they rushed him. Lee Caminiti Walker here. One on the way to Travis Lee. Fly ball deep left center field. Travis Lee has tied this ball game. That was a bonk. CC Sabathia out of the game. No three batter minimum here. Silva and Sabathia each tagged with an earned run. They failed to record a single out apiece. Caminiti now. Shallow fly ball to left. Garcia makes the grab. Sorry, Rondell White. Larry Walker, 2-2 count. Swinging and a miss. Steve Martin. Back up the middle, going to be a tough play. Oh, well. Top of the 8th, Blake Stein getting loose just in case. Fly ball to center. One away. One pitch, one out. Chris Sabo will need 3 pitches to complete his at-bat. Fly ball to right. Griffey grabs it. 2 down. Sean Hearn hit that home run last time. Oh, 2 count on the way from Dryford. Fly ball to deep right field. And he's done it again. Man, it sucks when you're not the protagonist here. Hayes strikes out. 7-6. The score. The Ninja Turtle, Mike Colangelo, enters the game against Jeremy Lee. It's going to be a tough play. Good throw there by Jason Hartke. That will bring up Mike Maxudian, pinch hitting here. With Phillips out of the game, Max has to come in. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bernie Williams. Through the right side, this inning continues. Carlos Guillen, 2-2 on the way. Oh my word! Carlos Guillen. 3 hits, all for extra bases, 10 total bases on the day. Wow. Talk about leaving one guy in for one pitch too long. Ken Griffey Jr. is going to sneak another one into the right field corner. Double day from him. Justin Peterson called strike 3 to end the inning. Maxudian will take over as a new pitcher, or a new catcher. No. No, why did it do that? No. Oh, boy. Well, that's bad news. Do I have anyone else in the lineup who can play catcher? I swear I did not mean to do that. Oh boy, okay. Gary DiSarcina will be our temporary catcher. Oh dearie me, I screwed this up. Well, let's see what happens. One on the way. O'Coin spears a bunt. One away. Wow, that looked close. Of course, Gary D's gonna let that one skitter past. It should have been Maxudian. Ay. Fly ball to center. Bernie has it. 2 down. Oscar Robles, 0-2 count. Another passed ball. Tying runs at third. 2-2 on the way to Robles. Fly ball to right. Griffey has it. Inning over. Game over. And somehow my boneheaded move does not bite us in the tuchus. That's also my heart rate shown on screen. Wow! I mean, who among us hasn't accidentally taken their catcher out of the game? Let's do a quick check-in on our AAA team. I'm hoping Pablo Ortega finishes developing soon. We got Wickman as well. Patterson. Patterson's probably going to be a... We got Dan Michelli down there. Hey, part of the reason I consumed that 62-year-old whiskey while on stream is, in case I go blind, someone can call the paramedics for me. Now I'll probably be fine. I'll be fine. Let's see. Let's get to the end of the month. We've played a couple games. So far, no injuries. That's good. As long as we get a road game against the Phillies. Oh, wait. Let's check out the new Busch Stadium. Let's do one of those games against St. Louis at the end of the month. All right, 17-0. Braves clobber us. What the heck happened there? Who was that? Washburn. Ooh. Wilson makes an error and gives up 5 unearned runs. At least the batting's doing well. As long as we win every series, we're going to be in good shape. Okay, about to get swept in a 4-game set by the Giants. That's not good. Why are the Expos in a wildcard spot? What's going on here? Oh, they're lucky. Okay. Chipper Jones looking for an MVP in the early season. And yes, they signed Pedro Martinez, and he's an absolute beast. So with Bernie, day-to-day 3 days. Oop, thank you, Dave. As always, I can count on you to keep me well hydrated. I will be right back. I gotta refill with some water. Alright, I am back with my hydration. Glug glug. Alright, so once again, the Giants are going to have our number. I'm afeared that San Fran might actually be good this year. Because they got Scott Rowland. They got Scott Podsednik. They got Alex Bleeping Rodriguez. And Ivan Rodriguez. Are they related? I don't think so. Wow, that is a really good club. And Robert Bowser. Love that name as our closer. Alright, where's Colangelo? Let's give him the nickname. Ninja Turtle. Because, you know, Michelangelo. Haha. Alright, so we've lost 4 in a row. Suboptimal. Less than ideal. Can we at least pull out... Yes, okay, so we haven't been swept. Good, good. Washburn puts up 7 strong innings. Bullpen's been solid. Christensen in particular has been a helping hand. Alright, let's take one of these games. Do we do a bet? We've already seen a Tavares start. Already did a Paul Wilson start. Yeah, let's do a Sean Bryant start. We haven't seen him yet. O'Coin almost blows the save, but doesn't. Great work. Griffey has 11 home runs, and it's not even the end of April. Okay, next game up in the new Busch Stadium. Mike Mussina versus Sean Bryant. Mark McGwire is going to be getting his World Series ring from us. Remember, we traded for him last trade deadline. We kept Gary D. And this is the new Busch Stadium. The house that Mac built. Oh, 2 count. Travis Lee here up against Mike Mussina. Little dribbler in front of the plate. Going to be a tough play. Good work by Scott Service. Griffey. Inside, ball 4. You walk Griffey, you got to deal with Larry Walker.
Strike 3.
Who will strike out swinging. Good knuckle curve there. Sean Bryant, the left-hander. off-season acquisition. Getting things started here is Rafael Firage. Line to left field, base hit. Walker collects it. Lead off single for now Todd Betts. Runner goes. Maxudian up throwing, not in time. Fly ball deep to right field. That one is gone. Less than ideal. There's McGuire. Swung at a bad pitch. Thank you. One, two on the way. You know, maybe we should have made that trade for Appier. Or Appier. Bernie, Gary, Ken. Here's DiSarcina. Former Cardinal himself, he was acquired in the McGuire deal. Steve Martin getting a rare game at third base today.
Strike three.
Rare, and that's why. Here's Tim Naring, the shortstop. Alright, if this game doesn't turn around soon, I'm going to be pulling the plug on it. Vandergreen, the right fielder. 2-1 on the way. Shallow fly ball to left, base hit. Walker's on it quickly. Runners at second and first for Mike Musina. Bunted back towards the pitcher. Go for the sacrifice. Good running there by Lee, barely covering, or DiSarcina, barely covering first. 1-2 to Firage. Tough play. 2-2 on the way.
Strike
Got
three.
him. Speaking of Bryant, here he is batting in the 8th spot. Shallow fly ball to center. Steverson makes the grab. Here's Mike Maxudian, the catcher. Good single. Guillen now. And he's plunked. Travis Lee then, 2-0 count. That's a wild pitch. That's going to advance both the base runners. Lee will take the 4th ball. And oh no, it's Ken Griffey Jr. They'll trade the run for the out. Walker now with a chance.
Strike three.
Ah, Larry. My dude. I love you, but this has got to stop. Bryant now has a home run and a double. We're going to intentionally walk Betts the rest of the game. 3-1 on the way to Dimitri Young. Inside, ball 4. Dun, dun. Got a pitch to him. Oh, Griffey Walker with the play. Nicely done. All right, let's get that double play ball against Steverson. Quick confab on the mound. 1-2 on the way.
Strike three.
Oh. I'll take a strikeout instead. 2-2 on the way from Bryant. Fly ball to center. That's going to add a run back.
Straight.
Tim Naring pads the lead to 3-1. 1-2 on the way from Bryant.
Strike 3.
Service is rung up. Yeah, AZ Axel, this is less than ideal. So far, the only hit has been a double. All right, Gary D on board with a walk. Martin on board with a walk. Which means Bryant's going to bunt. And Max with an RBI chance. That might do it. No, that won't. Too long, Vander Green makes the grab. Dien can collect this one. Nucina. Runner goes. Maxudian once again can't get the throw down. Keep the corners in. Bunted up the third base line. Good play there by Martin. Let's see if we can hold that runner. Infield in, shift left. 1-2 on the way to Furcal. Up the middle, Stevie Martin tries to go home. Or DiSarcino. Why? Oh, they got him! Fielder's choice at home. That looked really close. Let's take a look at the Super Stats replay. So up the middle, DiSarcino says go home instead. We're just going to intentionally walk Betts here. Deal with Dimitri instead. That was a bad idea. Oh, got the runner at... Got Betts at least. Alright, 4-1. If we can't pick up a run here in the top of the fifth, I'm just going to sim the rest of the game. At the end of the first month, that's usually when I can start to make nibbles around the edges in terms of who's playing where and what our lineup looks like. Oh, good play there by Steverson.
Strike 3.
All right. Let's sim the rest of the game. Lost 7-2. Okay. McGuire got a 3-run home run. It's a bit of an issue when Darren Dryford, our long relief man, has more saves or more wins than any of our starting pitchers. Let's get to that off day on May 6th and see if we can start making some adjustments. Good to see the Tigers are playing well in the AL Central. AL Central as a whole is looking great. The Athletics are spending money like drunken sailors, so naturally they're kicking Heine. BH Kim getting some stat boosts. Hello, sir. He's not long for playing in the minors. We've also got this guy waiting to come up. Or at least he would if he was actually batting well. #1 prospect in all of pro sports. I've got Hector Almonte ready to come up to the big club. So Tony Pav. 4.3 home runs per 9. 6 home runs in 12.2 thirds innings pitched. You know what? It was worth a Rule 5 pick. Let's return him back to the Royals. And let's call up Almonte. Or let's call it Michelli. Late comeback. Caminiti with a solo bomb. Coin blows the save but gets his own win. All right, we're at 500. Can we at least get out of the tailspin? All right, series win against the Cubs. We're in the wild card hunt. We're in the division hunt. Tavares having an absolutely atrocious season so far. Losing his likely contract extension. Washburn's getting BAPIP'd. One of our goals for the season was to improve our starters' ERA. We've gone the opposite direction. Gary D is going to go on to the IL. Lots of Rule 5 eligible players. Let's call up Yolbert Cabrera. Martin is going to take over at second, at least for a little while. He's having a rough season. I mean, he's got option years left. Maybe a quick bounce down to the farm will recombobulate Steve. Willie Blomqvist has impressed so far. I think we gotta look at bringing him up. That's what I want. Blomqvist backing up as a middle infielder. Yocab is going to be our second baseman. Let's see what the Rook can do. And Washburn's just having a bad time. Take a look on the waiver wire. Great name, Bronswell Patrick. This guy's on the waiver wire? Well, let's give him a try. Do we add Mike Stanton as well? I mean, aside from Michelli's one head gasket blow, everyone else seems to be doing okay. Benez. I'm not sure what to make of him. Not yet. Let's get to the next break in the season. All right, Bronswell Patrick joins the team, which means that Julian Tavares can yeah, he's just giving up way too many home runs this year compared to years prior. Like, something's up. I'd rather keep Shelley. Davis is the one having a rough go so far. Oh, never mind. He just had one blow-up outing. Let's... You know what? Benez is a pending free agent. Let's demote him. Oh. Or is it Washburn we send down? You know what? We got time to make a decision. A game above 500, so we haven't dipped below 500 yet, but wow, the Giants are on a roll. To the moon! Yeah, we gotta say bye-bye to Benez. Wave and DFA. Bronzewell Patrick will join the rotation. All right, we got to be able to beat up on Arizona, right? Let's see one of these Washburn starts. I think come the offseason, we're going to have to make some... Or come, like, next break, we're going to have to make some important calls. Maybe we do that Walker for Apier trade after all. He ain't hitting like he used to. I don't know. Chase Field, the home for today's game. Steve Avery on the bump. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Jared Washburn will be the counter. Middle game here. Expansion Diamondbacks up against the Rockies. Battle of the color purple. Bernie's going to get us started with a lead-off single. Yan, doink single into the middle of nowhere's land. The runners are off and going. Double steal successful. Griffey. That's a wild pitch on ball 2. Rockies with an early lead. Travis Lee. Caminiti now. Has cooled off some, but otherwise is playing well. Scott Solman. The Soul Man. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Great. Leadoff walk. Carlos Baerga. Check in at first. 2-1 on the way. Yen can't make the play. Jose Amado, the first baseman. 2-2 on the way. Fly ball to center. Bernie charging in. Makes the grab. Pete Tucci. Right fielder. Lee is going to get 3, no, 6. Oof. Base is full for Jay Buhner. Uh-oh. Walker lines it up. Good throw. That's going to be a play at the plate.
Out.
In time. In revenge, compensation, Steve Avery plunks Larry Walker. Nice team. Nice team.
Save.
Good run there by Jason Phillips. Phillips is pretty flighty on the base paths. Sneaky runner. Willie Bloomquist getting the start at second. Welcome to the big skid. And we'll ground to a double play for his first at bat. Never mind, he's already got a home run and a double so far on the season. So Blomquist at second, Guillen at third, or at short. I think that's the future of this Rockies outfield, or infield rather. Big Willie style. Hey, Escape Velocity, good to see you. Say hello to one of my favorite names in all of this save, Butch Husky. Denny Hawking, shortstop. Already been busy today. Will ground out to his counterpart, Carlos Guillen. Here's the catcher, Foskey. Line drive, left field, base hit. Walker's up throwing. Throw will be late into second base. 2-out double for Foskey, the catcher. That'll bring up Steve Avery. 2-2 count.
Strike
Got
three.
him. A good game from Washburn would be ideal. I think we may also need to lower our hook for our starting pitchers. Our bullpen's been fantastic so far this season. I think the issue is I built a modern team, and this is not the modern era. See previous comments about pitcher BAPIP. I was wrong. Soulman now. Lee. Easy out. Here's Baerga. Fly ball to center. Bernie says, all good. Dangerous right-hander Jose Amado. On board with a 4-pitch walk. Second walk of the game. Here's Pete Tucci. Back-to-back walks. Let's have a chat here. All right, 3 straight walks. We've loaded the bases. Let's get Dreifert loose. Oh, 2 count on Husky. Fly ball to right. That will land for a base hit. This game could be tied. Good throw by Griffey. It will be late. Jared Washburn has come undone. And the Diamondbacks now have the lead.
Save.
Boo hiss. This is what happens when you put all your points in your batting and none in your pitching. I think we got to do that Apier deal if it's still available. Alright, let's get Dryford in. And then let's just sim the rest of the game, because I don't care about the outcome anymore. Ugh. Alright. Let's get Kansas City on the line. Apier's having a rough go, though. I mean, he's good at suppressing the home runs. Let's see if he wins his next start. We do. Bravely hangs on, strikes out 12. Candiotti throws the two-hitter. Good to see that knuckler has been doing well for Oakland. Ooh, Pedro Martinez injured. That's going to hamper some outcomes. All right, we swept the Reds at our place. Bronzewell going 3 strong innings, or going 8 innings. Okay. Yeah. Short hook on the starting pitcher, please and thanks. We've got a good bullpen. Let's lead on it, or a better bullpen, I should say. And Dan Michelli continues to be a putting fire on gasoline. Down he goes. Welcome to the team, Hector Almonte. O'Coin has been playing out of his mind. I think we may need to extend him. Let's take a look at what our budget's like. Ooh, not at 3.8 million. No, sir. I want to see a little bit longer out of Martin before I make that move. Ditto for Thames. He's still got room to grow. I'm not rushing him to the bigs just yet. Ortega. Need to see a little bit more development out of him. Hey, look, it's Miguel Batista. Ha. Do we really want to swap one Benez for another? No. Randy can't throw a ball straight. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. All right, so let's take a look at the lineup, the results here. Yeah, once again, catcher is a tire fire for us. I think we got to be starting Blomqvist over Yocab. Morris has been effective as a pinch hitter. Let's get Blommy trained up at second. Because DiSarcina should be healthy again soon. And then we can send Morris down, I guess. Yeah, Morris has 2 option years left. Good, good. Emil, I think we got to send Emil Brown down. Guy's just not getting the innings in. Like, Walker, I'm paying $6.5 million for just above league average batting. This, to me, cries change of scenery. Alright, let's get the Marcus Thames era started. No, wait. He's been having a rough go. Let's give him a little bit more time. See if there's any, free agents we can pick up to fill in the gap in the outfield. I could get Steve Finley back. You know what? Having old man Andy Van Slyke is not a bad idea. So let's keep Brown up with a big club for now. Strained back. Yeah, because he's carrying this team. Alright, this will be the start of the Marcus Thames era. At least for the next week or so. Alright, Gary D's healthy again, which means Warren Morris demoted. But I think Blomqvist is going to continue to be our second baseman. Gary D has been suboptimal. Caminiti's been since his hot start. But he's only a one-year deal, so whatever. Alright, great. So Benez successfully demoted. Van Slyke is healthy again. And there's the injury to Larry Walker. We should have traded him earlier. Bone spur in his elbow. Okay. Glad I signed Van Slyke then. So Colangelo in left. Bernie in right, learning on the job. And Thames in center. When Walker's healthy again, we are immediately trading him away. Okay, so nice little mountain we got here. Look at that, how pretty that is. We got swept by the Astros at their place. Game above 500 again. In the wild card hunt, though, because San Francisco is just to the moon. They have the best bullpen in the league right now, of course. All right, Almonte's done decent. Good to see him contributing. Tim Davis Of course, now that we have another lefty, Tim Davis decides to go blow a head gasket and give up 6 in the 8th. My dude. All right. One more game we're going to play through. Griffey's healthy. He'll be ready to go soon. And then I'm going to line up... Oh. Oh, dear me. Tim Burdak. Here at Veterans Stadium. One last game at the Vet. Because Philadelphia will be getting a new ballpark in about 4 years. We've lost 6 in a row. Ooh, that looked good. Ron Gant making the most of his 40 range there.
Strike 3.
Bronswell Patrick. Check in at first. 2-2 on the way to Kotze. Line drive to right, falling in front of Bernie. And now it's Todd Helton, and we are in deep trouble. Bases loaded, nobody out for Gary Sheffield. Bronswell. Bernie lines it up, but Bernie's got a noodle arm, so that'll just be one sacrifice fly. Full count to Jason Bass. Fly ball to center. Thames has it. 2 down. One-two on the way to Mike Lieberthal, the catcher.
Strike 3.
Got him. Okay, so loaded the bases with nobody out, but only gave up the 1 run. I'll take it. Knew I should have traded away Walker when I had the chance.
Strike 3.
Alright, I don't need to see more of this. We're supposed to be finishing soon anyway. So that's 7 in a row we've lost. What's our next home game? Against the Brewers, okay. Man, you take Ken Griffey Jr. away from this team, and we are pedestrian. Championship hangover? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, the Anaheim Angels are doing that thing where they flap their arms and get wings. Van Slyke is literally just holding a spot. Calvin Tanton suddenly has discovered a power stroke. Wow. Well, Travis Lee at least is carrying this team's offense. Out of the slump. Griffey will be back soon. Thames finally puts up a good game. 3 for 4. Once Griffey's back, I think Thames heads down. Okay, so, Thames, thank you for your service, and hope you enjoyed your cup of coffee. Griffey returns to the team. And perfect! We've got a home game. Store brand ace on the mound. Everyone else is pitching like bad news. So we're going to be making some roster moves, but hey, Willie Blomqvist has been a pleasant surprise. Stealing the job away from Gary DiSarcina, who may be on the trading block. Yeah, the extension to Mike Maxudian may have been an oopsie too. And just as Larry Walker was rounding into form, he's injured again. But anyways, first year draft will be leading off the next time we are broadcasting, which will be next Wednesday. 6 back in the wild card. No liking. Hey, there's Eric Gagne, making his way up to AAA. Washburn having a bad day. Ken, there's a reason you haven't been given a contract offer. You're playing like absolute garbage. Alright, so let's hold off on... Let's see if we can find some takers for our 2 aging vets. Bring Steve Martin back. Hey, okay, there's some deals. Very expensive Michael Tucker. No. Alright, so Matt Anderson. 0 for 5 with the Orioles. Another lefty, though. Mariano de los Santos. That I can get behind. Sean Lawrence, outspoken, so I'd be trading one jerk for another. But I like the stats. Not gonna get Tomei. Diesma is batting even worse than any of my dudes that I'm sending. Ward's been farmed. Omar Vizquel is Omar Vizquelian. Dodgers will offer us some dudes. As will the Mets. Mets will send us Ken Ryan. Not sure I like that idea. Adding Ismael Valdez, who I've had on my watch list for gosh knows how long, would be a get. Especially with a 55 PBAPIP. I'm happy to eat a mistake. from the Dodgers. They're going to have to eat some money here. No, not... All right. Or do we go with like a Pete Shurek? I think the trade is with the Mets. Question is, do we like... Oh, sorry. The Dodgers, right? Not the Mets. I mean, I do like Shurek. Would they give us Shurek, though? Colangelo, Thames, or Bernie? That's a no. Okay, let's get a... Let's go here. Gary D and Ken Caminiti. Eat some money. All right, that's an improvement. Is there a better pitcher? Old man Saberhagen. Jose Rijo. I think Valdez is our best choice. I think he could do well. Question is, who else do we want to get? Is there anyone else we want to add from a team that looks like they've been picked over? Oy. Like the Dodgers are below us. Take a look at their farm system. What farm system? They don't have anyone. Let's see if we can get like a Francisco Cordero or a Cody Lower on that trade. And here I thought I was being so smart adding Gary D and Ken Caminiti. Yeah, the prospects list for the Dodgers is a little grim. Take Abernathy, though. They don't want to give up Abernathy. Okay. AAA team, then. Alright, I think this may be it. The fact that they're willing to eat as much money as they are is nice. Let's see if we can add in a garbage time player just to get them to eat more money. Someone like... Tony Saunders? Do it. I was hoping we'd be able to get Ismael Valdez. With that, Bronzewell Patrick moves to the bullpen, which means Darren Dreifert can be optioned down. So I guess Stevie Martin comes back up. For now, let's move Blomqvist to third, so that Yolbert Cabrera can get some starts. And we can add a proper third baseman during the offseason or in a trade for Larry Walker. Maybe if Greg Jeffries is available from Toronto? I mean, the Dodgers are probably quite thrilled to have some help. Yeah, Caminiti just couldn't figure it out. -1 win above replacement in that short of a time. Bad news. So we got Blomqvist, we got Cabrera. Stevie Martin's back. I want Guillen batting in the 2-hole. Fast as he is, he's too good of a batter to be batting leadoff. Oh yeah, Bronzewell Patrick's salary. I didn't realize that was so expensive when I added him. I mean, we're close on our projected budget. Maybe we trade someone else for cash. Bronzewell's been really good for us. I think maybe we do have to put him in the rotation. Give Julian Tavares. Julian's been able to figure it out. I think he's turned his season around. But I'd love to get Bronzewell back into the rotation. At least Colangelo's doing okay. We got Van Slyke literally just there as a warm body. I need to see something better from Steve Martin. He was so good when we acquired him. This season he's just been bleh. Anyways, I think that's going to about do it. We got the draft that's going to lead off next week. Let's see who we can raid y'all into. Karin Kazami usually is going right about now. Oh, Nersha's going. Awesome. So we're going to raid into him, Major League Managers, and a fellow Canadian. You'll see me next on Saturday with the Saturday Seafarers. That's right, the Chiba Pirates are back, as is the Mob Your Bob giveaway, where you'll be able to get packs if you correctly call which bob I pull. It's worth pointing out that The limited edition Bob Bonilla is already taken. Otherwise, he would be available as an option. Well, can't win them all, folks. Time is precious, and I'm grateful that you've chosen to spend some of yours with me today. Firage, take us out. Have a great rest of the week. See you Saturday.